In this segment, I'd like to share with you TRIRIGA Projects. Our projects application focuses on generating higher returns on your capital, programs, and projects that you manage. We want to drive efficiencies in the whole project lifecycle, from the vendor engagements to the internal activities of your organization. Financially, we want to drive these projects to fiscal responsibility, making sure that we keep our projects on budget and on schedule. And environmentally, we want to make sure that we can contribute to the activities in the environmental aspects of your business in selecting projects that drive higher returns on environmental improvements in the business. So let me take a look at TRIRIGA in action and share with you some of the key features that we deliver with our solution. The first view I'll look at is that of a program manager. TRIRIGA provides a solution to manage all the financial funding that you have in your capital project spend. We have an active request module to manage the actual request for those funds. So this particular user's view has a nice chart that shows each of the programs against each fiscal period, what is budgeted and what the commitments are and what is being requested in those monies. So make sure that we have the right amount of funding for our capital needs. TRIRIGA has a hierarchy to our projects and programs. We can set up individual projects or look at programs and the sub-programs that are within there. So in this particular example, I have capital programs with some sub-programs, and under the sub-programs down to the capital projects. So we have complete accountability up the tree for each of the funding activities within your capital requests, all the way up through the execution of these programs that you're embarking on. The second person is the person that actually manages these programs and projects, or the projects themselves. That of a project manager. This particular user's view has a couple key metrics here for them to keep on top of all their projects. The first one is the budget metric, which is looking at the current budget over forecast. As a project manager, they have multiple projects they have to keep an eye on. So this particular chart is showing a red, green, and yellow over the project cost variance goals that their management team has set out for their project teams. Each of these thresholds are user-defined or customer-defined, so your organization can set the goal of the business and then let the system keep the reporting of it as an automated tracking capability. So in the system here, we have each of the projects, boiler replacements, a new office lease in Office Parkway, a roof replacement down at one of the stores. And this particular chart is showing me how am I doing against the initial budget I've laid out here for each of my projects. The next chart down here will show me my project schedule variance, because it's important for us to keep these projects on schedule to meet the needs of my customers and the corporate initiatives. So I have a variance again with thresholds of what makes a project in good shape versus bad shape in order to make decision support. I have a quick list of all my projects showing my budgets, my forecast finals, and any variance to budget here in the chart. Now with a quick click, this project manager can zoom into an individual project, and here they're going to get a different view of the page that's really focusing in on the project that they're initially working on. This is that Office Parkway project that this project manager is focusing on. In this particular view, TRIRIGA provides all the cash flow capabilities to help this project manager manage their cash flow through the life of the project. In this case, I could look at my working forecast and my planned value of the money. We have some nice charts over here to keep track of engage format, their project schedule variance and cost variance here in a nice chart. So right now we're a little under schedule, which is good. And up in here on the budget side, we're about 4% variance on our costs, which is still in range, keeping it green for me on the project. Now over on the left-hand side, TRIRIGA has a reminder section to remind this user of critical events on their project. And I'll collapse a few of these to give her a better view here. On the system here, we can keep track of outstanding purchase orders or proposals. Or down below here, my tasks. In this case, I have 123 tasks overdue. In TRIRIGA, we're always a click away to access the relevant workplace data here in the model, and I can see who's working each one of those tasks. Now let's dive into the project and take a look at a little bit more detail of the features that we provide to make sure these projects come in on time and under budget. Across the top, our project forms are all organized with tabs. As I go across the tabs, I have all the information available to my project at my fingertips. In the beginning phases of the project, we're working with the design with the architects and the GCs. TRIRIGA provides design and specification management and design packaging, so I can manage the actual packages that are being submitted from the landlords and the GCs. We can manage the reviews of those designs and change notices. We also have a full document management capability in TRIRIGA to collect and manage all the critical documents that we maintain and track during this project's life cycle. As I go to the next tab, schedule is a key part of the tracking within my projects. TRIRIGA provides a critical path scheduling capability to identify all the tasks associated to the project and their relationship with each other. TRIRIGA automates this through the use of templates, and our customers are able to drive their projects through executing templates that'll drive the tasks required as well as the assignment of these tasks to the key participants or stakeholders on the project. TRIRIGA can automate that process. Now, as you see with these tasks, all these tasks have a critical path. So if one of the teams is slipping on one of their phases of the project, we're going to have a downstream impact on the other tasks here on the plan that are going to have an impact on the overall project delivery. TRIRIGA maintains that for you and notifies the stakeholders when that happens. As I go across on the budget tab, we have a financial view of the project summarized for the project manager. Over here, we keep track of the original projects and the changes to those budgets. We track commitments on our project through our vendor engagement modules, through RFQs and RFPs that will turn into either purchase orders or contracts. And we'll keep track of where we are in the spend of this project. And as we align to our financial teams, we'll track what's been paid and forecast our forecast finals. And as I go over here to the procurement tab, lastly, we're going to track all the vendor activities to ensure that our relationship with these vendors are maintained in an efficient way on the project so that we execute against our commitments. We have proposal capabilities to manage RFQs and RFPs, and TRIRIGA will manage the purchase requisitions and purchase orders for you in the life cycle of this project against those vendor commitments, making sure that we come in on time or on schedule and budget along the way. So in summary here, TRIRIGA Projects provides a full complement of project capabilities, allowing our customers to maintain schedule and budget around each of their critical projects, and maintain and manage all the vendor engagement activities and the financing of these projects and sourcing of these projects out to the vendor community. I hope you enjoyed this segment on TRIRIGA Projects, and I invite you to explore the many ways we can help you improve your project delivery. Thank you.